Yo, what's up, what's up? This is your man Royce the 5'9", the homie. 1/4 of the Slaughterhouse machine, 1/2 of the Bad and Evil regime. I want to send a special shout out to Montreality. Thank you for all your continued support. Everybody out there in Montreal right now, I'm in Canada. Thank you for all your support, Canada. Love. What's my story? Well, I'm just a guy from humble beginnings. Started out rapping at about 17. Actually writing rhymes. I got my feet wet in the game, going to open mics and shit like that. Then I met Eminem. I met Eminem somewhere around 97. We decided to get together and do some work. He ended up signing the deal with Dr. Dre. The song that we did together, he ended up wanting to put on his album, which was his debut release. The song was called When Bad Meets Evil. Then we eventually formed a group called Bad Meets Evil. I signed numerous record deals, you know. I had a pretty tumultuous career, a lot of ups, a lot of downs. Then I got back with Eminem, and now we got an album in stores right now called Hell the Sequel. It's the #1 album in the world. I got an album in stores right now called Success is Certain. It's the #1 independent hip-hop album in my country. I'm proud of that. Formed a group called Slaughterhouse, put out an album, #1 independent hip-hop album in the country. We proud of that. This is in no particular order, by the way. Me and my group Slaughterhouse signed with Shady Records. We got an album coming out May 15th called Welcome to Our House. We real excited about that. It's executive produced by Eminem. The shit is crazy. The album is coming out way better than I ever can imagine that it can come out. And I'm just excited about, you know, things to come and all the future possibilities. So that's pretty much my story in a scatterbrained nutshell. I'm definitely a smart student. It was hard to keep my attention. You have to be a good teacher. When I say good teacher, not just somebody that's smart, somebody that went to school and got a shitload of degrees, somebody that knows how to teach. It takes a special person to be able to take the knowledge that they have in their brain and put it in somebody else's brain. So whenever I had a good teacher, I pretty much excelled in the class. If I had a teacher that was a dick or didn't know how to deal with people, I didn't do so well. You know, if you couldn't keep my attention, and you know, I might have had like slight ADD, maybe just slightly. And then, you know, it was a lot of distractions. I don't work well while I'm distracted. And it factored into my adult life. If I'm in the studio and there's 1,000 bitches in the studio, I'm not gonna get nothing done. That's pretty much what school was like for me. So I ended up graduating a semester late, which is actually good considering statistically I wasn't supposed to graduate at all. As a teenager, I worked at the Detroit Zoo, at the concession stand. Where else did I work as a teenager? I was a caddy. Me and my little brother used to go shovel snow for money when I was real young. I worked at a department store called TJ Maxx. I worked at an oil dispatch. And I worked at the night shift at a 7-Eleven all at the same time. I had 3 jobs at the same time at one point. And it was just because I wanted to keep up. It was kids in school that used to dress real nice, and I wanted to dress nice too. And you know, it was always spoiled kids, and unfortunately we were never none of those kids. We didn't have shit. I'm probably forgetting some jobs. I worked at a pizza place, at a pizzeria in the back. Where else did I work?
Schlasky's.
Yeah, I worked at a deli. I worked at a deli making sandwiches. Damn, I had a lot of jobs, man. That's awesome. Now that I'm thinking back. I don't remember what my first big paycheck was. Honestly, I can distinctly remember jewelry being one of the first things that I bought since being in the industry. I'm not so sure if it was with a big check, but I remember having jewelry before I even had like a crib or a car or anything. So I would hate to think that I was that cliche of a young man to get a big check and go get jewelry. I want to say the check wasn't that big. I don't know what I did when I got a big check. It's all a blur. The key to success is a multitude of things. Confidence, persistence, and you just got to be kind of radical with it. You got to be willing to forsake anything. Forsake everything in order to chase that one thing that you want. If your dream is to become a recording artist or become a successful recording artist, you just got to have that I'm willing to live out of my car mentality. You know, it's not for everybody. You know, so I think the key to success, like I said, is just a radical mentality, confidence, and persistence. If I was to write a book, it would probably be an autobiographical book called The Roller Coaster of Life, because my life has been like one huge, gigantic, fucking roller coaster. Fun ride though. What's in my pockets? Probably just My passport, American money there. I'm pretty sure I got a wallet over here. Chapstick, a little cash, and gone. That's pretty much it. It's nothing really in particular that sticks out because it's never a dull moment when I'm on the road with him. It's obviously different now than it was back in the day. Back in the day when we was like, you know, doing drugs and fucking drinking like fish together and shit. Now when I'm on the road with him, it's still a lot of jokes and pranks and stuff, but it's a very, very controlled, sober environment. I mean, there's a whole lot of artists that I respect, you know what I'm saying? There's nobody in particular that I think about like, yo, man, I gotta get in the studio with this person. I got a pretty open door policy when it comes to collaborating with other artists. You know, I'm real open-minded when it comes to pushing the creative boundaries, no matter what kind of music that you do. You know, as long as you're a cool motherfucker and you don't come around and rub me the wrong way, I pretty much work with anybody. You know, sky's the limit with that. Well, tattoos can become addictive. I have a very addictive personality, so when I got my first tattoo, I believe it was one across here. So when I got this one across here, I felt like the rest of my body was uneven. I know that sounds crazy, but it's part of my obsessive compulsive, very, very addictive disorder. So once I got one on my forearm, I went and got 5 in one day after that. And then I never really stopped. It's not even a passion, it's an addiction. So, I mean, in my previous life, I don't know if I believe in all that previous life shit, but I'm pretty sure I was some form of an alcoholic. I really, really, really love to drink, but I don't feel I'm an alcoholic because I do things. I feel that I'm a binge drinker. And I think that probably in a previous lifetime, before I had self-control, I was probably an out-of-control alcoholic. I can't remember who the fuck tweeted this. Somebody tweeted something along the lines of, if you find a job doing what you love to do, then you'll never have to work another day in your life. So I'm just motivated, you know, feeling like that I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I feel like I was blessed with the opportunity to be able to do something that I love to do. It has its moments where it feels like tedious work, but at the end of the day, it's all a blessing, and it's something that I can do where I feel like that I'm good at it. It's enough of a challenge for me to stay motivated to do it, and I can feed my family. So, you know, I look at my babies, I wake up and look at my babies, I'm ready to run out the door and go get it. And it's hip-hop. It's contributing to hip-hop, and I love hip-hop, no matter what state that it's in. You know, so that's pretty much it. Montreality, thank you for your continued support. Royce the 5'9". Be on the lookout for the Slaughterhouse album, May 15th. Welcome to our house, Shady Records. Shout out to everybody over at Shady. Nickel.